The chick fired 3 shots in a row without even glancing at the target surprisingly. All 3 hit a perfect 10, and they all went through the same hole. But she did it on purpose. She aimed at her opponent's target just to lose the game and strip naked in public. Why? Because that's the only way she could tame this spoiled rich kid and take him home. Turns out, this girl was once a top-tier secret assassin overseas. Her gang boss was so desperate to keep her that he even offered to pass down his position to her, but she flat out refused. She had to return to her home country to get revenge and take back her mom's company. As soon as she got back, she broke her stepsister's legs. Years ago, her stepmom and stepsister had killed her dad, seized the company, and even broke her legs before dumping her abroad. Now she was back not just to avenge her broken legs, but to reclaim what was rightfully hers. But her stepmom laughed in her face, calling her delusional. The company's biggest shareholder was Grandpa Shi. Besides him, they were the largest stakeholders. To get the company back, she went to see Grandpa. He made her a deal. If she agreed to marry his grandson and straighten him out, he'd help her take back the company. She agreed without hesitation. Little did she know, Grandpa Shi's grandson was the biggest playboy in town, lazy, never home at night, and blowing money like it was going out of style. He'd figured his grandpa would set him up with some ugly chick, but the second he saw her, he was hooked by her beauty. She wasted no time asking him to hurry up and get married.
结婚，搞都不结。
But irony hit hard. He ended up acting like one anyway. He finally agreed to marry her, but with 3 ground rules. The last one, no physical contact whatsoever. To teach him a lesson, she opened his car door and plopped right on top of him. He was totally stunned.
可是我们都已经结婚了，我不遵守，你又能怎么样？
Then, she hit him back with her own 3 demands. First, no staying out all night. Second, no smoking in front of me. Third, no cheating on me. Break any of these, and I'll castrate you. But he wasn't intimidated, at least. Not yet. On her first day at his house, he ordered a maid to dump a bucket of cold water on her. When she didn't open the door, she kicked the massive 400-kilogram iron gate right off its hinges. It came crashing down on the maid, who was about to splash the water. He thought he chased her away. The next second, she was standing right in front of him.
谁允许你开门的？领个结婚证还真把自己当少奶奶了。席家我做主。
She glared at him with contempt. Do you? Really? Unable to win the argument, he stormed off to avoid seeing her. But by midnight, he still hadn't come home. She told a servant to call him and tell him to come back, but he ignored the call and kept partying. She hung up, grabbed her 2-meter-long machete, and headed straight for the KTV where he was. Inside, he was bragging to his friends about how he controlled his wife. If she dares to misbehave, I'll slap her silly. But the second he turned around and saw her, he started trembling with fear. A guy at the party, drawn to her looks, walked over and asked her to sit down for a drink. In the next instant, she pulled out her machete and swung at his bottle, split clean in 2. The guy dropped to his knees and begged her to be his boss. Even after witnessing this, the playboy refused to back down.
你今天就算砍死我，我也宁死不屈。
She realized brute force wouldn't work, so she came up with a plan. She took him to a shooting range and challenged him to a contest. If he lost, he'd go home with her quietly. Confident he was the best shot in town, he upped the ante. Whoever lost had to streak naked in public. He thought this would scare her off, but she agreed immediately.